So I made a video about this before, like around the summertime, but I never uploaded it. I just didn't like the way it sounded. But I had a dream. Capital Steez, he restored his life again through some weird way in the future, and he took his own life again. And it was just a dream I had in the future. I don't know what year it was in. Maybe it was in 2022. I don't know, but we're coming upon the 10th anniversary of his death. And if you don't know this, he's one of the co-founders of Pro Era. I just know so much about him through his music. I don't have to really read a biography. I'm going to tell you this. His dad died very young through drugs, cocaine. So he had his mom and his sisters. They basically raised him. And, I believe he went to like a white school at one point. Grew up in Brooklyn in 93. And, he had a few rap groups before Pro Era. He started one in the 4th grade. And then eventually, when he was like 16, he met up with Jack the Rhymer and they started the Great Third Kind, which is, I believe, a very nostalgic hip hop group. It makes you feel like you're in the 90s, but you're in the 2000s at the same time. He posted a lot of freestyles on YouTube. It was just dope. I don't know at which age he started smoking marijuana, but you can sort of see how it changed his look, his appearance. Now, he did lose a lot of weight from riding his bike. He lost like 50 pounds in 2011, and he, started locking his hair up, and he looks very different from, the person he was when he did the Stars video. And when you look at him in Survival Tactics, they're like two different people. But at the same time, he's going through a new rap name. I mean, he's no longer J Steez. He's Capital Steez. J Steez stands for just a little youngin. And what does Steez stand for? Well, S is for the stamina, T is for the talent, and the 2 E's. I'm just trying to think of the lyrics. And the 2 E's, something, and Z stands for Zip Zinger Board. That's passing you on. That first song on American Corruption, I know that whole shit, but I don't know the E part. I don't know what he said after that. I gotta look at the lyrics. But yeah, what else? He lost his virginity, I think, when he was on tour. And he smoked like 4 to 7 times a day. He smoked a lot. I feel like that did take a toll on his mental health. He enrolled in a community college while he was still rapping. I don't know how rappers are paid, but it seems like he was making money rapping, but he was still at home with his mother, which isn't bad at his age. I mean, the long last life all the stuff he did, I just feel like he's a lot older than 19 when he died. But I mean, all the stuff I've done this year, I feel like I'm older than 27. I feel like I'm like 35. But grew his hair out, and American Corruption was released in April of 2012. And unfortunately, I didn't really get into it until a little over a year after he died. My favorite song from American Corruptions is Vibe Ratings. I'm not looking at nothing. I'm just telling you what I remember about heart. Vibe Ratings, Black Petunia, Dead Presidents, Free the Robots, Cab Fare, Hard Times with Dirty Sanchez. They sampled the song Baltimore, Talking Shit with Joey Badass. Pretty much all the songs on there I like. It has like just a vibe to it. Vibrating, Chicago, Hype Beast. I remember he did like one interview with MTV in New York Times Square. And they released all his unreleased music like a year later on an album called Do War, or I think it was 2014, one of the two. That's his last name, because I thought his real name was Jamal, but it's Courtney. But yeah, he saved my life, man. I ain't gonna lie, he saved my life with his music in 2014. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was strictly looking up dead musicians at the time that committed suicide, and he just stuck out to me because I just said to myself, I know who this is. He's the guy that probably died during the when the world was going to end, during Doomsday. And I just listened to his whole mixtape, and that shit just stuck to me all the time. He smoked a Pacific brand of marijuana called AK-47, 4 to 7 times a day. His death adds up to the number 47. If I had the money, I would do a movie on his life, like maybe because he's not known like that. I mean, he's loved in New York, he's loved in Philly, and he has little murals painted on him, like little murals painted of him. I've seen like one, but I would do a movie on him. And I don't think Joey Badass or the Illuminati killed him, but he was going to jail for discrimination for that sign, the 47's logo. And I guess that scared him. I don't know. But he's the only one that knows what happened, and God. But I don't know, like even at the time when when I listened to his music, I was always saying to myself, I wish I lived in New York versus Philly. I mean, it's sort of the same thing. It is. We all have like diversity, subways, a lot of taxi, a lot of noises, violence, ghettos. It's sort of the same, but it's just that New York is bigger. They have like 5 freaking boroughs, while we just have we have a city, but it's split up, like got like West Philly, South Philly, North Philly, Germantown, Roxborough. New York, they have like Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Queens, Manhattan. That's a big ass city. But unfortunately, he died. He died at the age of 19. He tweeted one more message on his Twitter that said the end. And sometime around that night, he committed suicide at Cinematic Studios building. And I want to just say, fuck Troy Ave, because that was really low what he did with the diss. I think personally, Capital Steez is better than Troy Avenue. It's just that his music just spoke to me more. But rest in peace to him.